Alright, so that is just F1 2020 servers as usual, not being good. So the time should hopefully start to come back on now, fingers crossed. As here comes Outright to finish the lap. So we're going to have a quick lobby restart now, because everyone who's disconnected can't connect back to their cars. So let me just quickly set that up. I'll be back with you in a second. Alright, so going again for the SRL league. This is round 1 and the first race of the season and the first race of the league altogether. We're meant to have a 20 driver grid today, but some people did pull out last minute. So we have 13 drivers. We are having a one-shot qualifying only for today, as the short qualifying session we were in glitched and we are a bit behind schedule. So we are having a one-shot qualifying today, so we'll see who can come out on top. So we're at Brazil today, very good track. It's got a really high pace sector 1 and 3, however the sector 2 very weavy. It's got some very tight corners through there. It's a really slow pace. We'll see how the drivers handle that. So this is Division 3. So we'll see if some of these can really step up to the mark today and maybe move on to a different division by the end of the season. Alright, so we got Tadpole in the Mercedes. He is a reserve driver. He's going to be on pole. Then we have the Alpha Tauri of Pingu Penguin in second, only 1/10 behind the Mercedes there. And then we have Drop Donut down in third in the Haas. So we'll see how this goes for them three. Tadpole's got some really good pace around this, and so does the Alpha Tauri driver. So we'll see who can really step it up. Right, so I do not believe we have a formation lap. Actually, I think we might do. We'll have a look. Right, so the drivers are just loading in now. So we do have a few reserves with us today. We do have Tadpole and Outret, our two reserve drivers for today. So we will see how they match compared to our Division 3 drivers. These are meant to be our Division 2 drivers who are in reserve at the moment. So we'll see what they can pull off. So we do have a 50% raise here. And yes, it does look like we're going to be going on for a formation lap, and we already have a disqualification from a session from a Ferrari there. He doesn't seem to really want to drive. Oh no, it's because he's disqualified. Alright, so here we are going for this formation lap. So Tadpole is going to be leading. Following off is Pingu Penguin. That is going to be our front row here at Brazil. Then we have I Drop Donut in the Haas, closely followed by the Aston Martin Red Bull of Dr. Danzo. Then on the third row we have Storm just in front of Chris Watson in the McLaren. And we have Ollie under qualifying his teammate this one. He is going to be starting P7. Then we have both Renaults P8 and P9, as well as Blackjack rounding off the points in P10. Then we have Bombers, who is a Ferrari driver, and Phantom, who is basically the juniors of Alfa Romeo. Then we have Outret, who is a Division 2 driver, starting quite low back here in Brazil. It might not be his comfortable track, but he might want to show the Division 3 drivers why he belongs in Division 2. And then we have Crispy all the way at the back, who did join late, I believe. So that will be rounding off our grid today for 36 laps here at Brazil. So the lights are out and here we go. Tadpole does get an okay start there, but Pingu Penguin is on the inside of him, leaving each other plenty of room, and that's going to be Tadpole keeping position there, and that is the AlphaTauri falling behind, as well as Dr. Danzo has managed to jump Donut from the start. That's leading him under threat by Chris Watson in the McLaren. Storm dropping back a bit. That's an AlphaTauri off track there. That is Outright. As a few drivers run wide there, that is Ollie, one of the Renaults, and that is Outright out of the session. Outright is gone off track. I don't think that will be a safety car. And that is Ollie disqualified from parking in a dangerous location, I can only assume. No safety car has came out for that one. It's just a sector 2 yellow flag. So Tadpole still leading the race at the moment. The grid is starting to spread out a bit there, but Bomber's right on the back of that Alfa Romeo. We're going to go on board now, as Phantoms is also keeping up with Mitchell in front. Mitchell got 2.6 seconds gap to Storm. Storm is starting to pull away, but has lost one position off the start. Oh, almost had a spin from the Alfa Romeo there, and that's Mitchell disconnecting a bit of lag from his end. And Mitchell is going to keep P7 for now. But can anything stop Phantom on this charge? He has gained 4 positions from the start. Crispy dropping quite far back, but he did start on the medium tyre. I believe he is the only one on the mediums. Outright was as well. We do have Blackjack repairing his front wing. He's off on the mediums, hoping for a safety car later on in the race. As my intervals have disappeared, we'll have to go off track, and that's Donut really close to the back of him, and that's a Renault. Span around. And Crispy is going to take that position back up. So we do have Spiff Angel at the moment chasing down Bombers, still quite far back, but this is going to be DRS is activated with virtual safety car, so Phantom is taking this time to pit and get off those soft compound tyre. Tadpole still leading this race. Dr. Danzo under constant threat from My Drop Donut behind. Still very close, and that looked like Penguin did run a bit wide there. Donut, I do believe, lost 1 position off the start, yeah, and Danzo did gain 1, so they just swapped around. So Donut's going to want that position back. He's hunting down the Red Bull at the moment. But here comes Pingu Penguin as he goes into the pits. He's going to get off those softs as quick as possible. Same with Donut, they're both trying the undercut here. So Danzo nowhere near to the back of that Mercedes after having to defend from AlphaTauri. I mean, try and catch up to the AlphaTauri, I beg your pardon. So Chris Watson loses some of his wing going down the pit exit there. That is going to be an end plate missing as he goes into it again. And again for good measure, that's 3 times into the pit wall there. So Donut's going to be looking to hopefully get a easy place. So Danzo still 2.8 seconds behind the grid is starting to spread out, but Watts not far away from Donut, but he does have damage, so he's going to be under threat by Phantom very soon. He's going to have to go into the pits, and he might be going onto the hards to try and go the rest of the race. As there goes Phantom. The McLaren fan don't want to see it, but they don't have a choice as Phantom breezes past him there, gaining 3 positions from the start. It's like Storm pitting now in the BWT Racing point. Phantom is going to get the jump on him, but is he going to manage to hold as here comes Storm out the pit lane? It's going to be close, but I think Phantom will have the position here. Yep, he's going to have it. As Chris is back in the pits. So this is Penguin catching. Oh, that is a safety car. After Storm is off track. So I believe he might have just lost it at the end of this corner. Yeah, he's just must have gone onto the curb or the grass there and lost it. So Blackjack's going to take this opportunity to have another pit stop. So as our leaders dive into the pit lane now. So that's a 5-second time penalty for the Renault of Spliff Angel for speeding under the safety car. So it looks like Tadpole is going to still be the leader of this race at the moment. And Dr. Danzo will still be in second, so we're going to have a close grid for the safety car restart. Crispy's AI has gained 11 positions off the start. As Tadpole's off track. As he has gone and got disqualified as well. I think there might be a disqualification glitch on F1 now. Is that as 2? Okay, so I've had confirmation Tadpole did overtake the safety car, and as many people know, when you overtake the safety car it only gives you 2 seconds to get back behind it. So it's very unfortunate that, but nothing we can really do about that one. That is just CodeMasters for you. So we still have 10 drivers on the grid, already seen 4 gone, and that is 2 disqualifications for Mercedes AMG Petronas. As I do believe we might have another restart. I'm not 100% sure. I guess CodeMasters is ruining everyone at the moment. The car's not in is so it doesn't look like we will have a restart. As here we go for the safety car restart now. Both Renaults very close, and that is Spliff really squeezing Penguin there. And the stewards think that deserves a 5-second time penalty, as Crispy did get overtaken by Phantom, it did look like. And Bombers as well, so that's his teammate shooting past him. As Chris Watson is under threat by Blackjack at the moment. He is staring at the back of that McLaren now, as he does kick up some dirt into Blackjack's face there, saying you won't get the move done, and he does hold position. So we do have Pingu Penguin, who did start quite high and is really struggling to get past his Renault, as the Renault is pushed wide. And Pingu Penguin now has his sights set on Crispy's Ferrari. And that looks like we got Chris trying to hold off from Mitchell. And Chris remaining P6, it does look like. Chris really close to the back of the Ferrari, and that's move done. And now Mitchell looking to try and get past the AI as quick as possible, as that looks like Blackjack losing it into the dirt there. He's going to have to get back to track if he wants to gain some more grip. Both Renaults very close, that is probably why, because they're both AIs. And here goes Angel round one. So there are discussions of a red flag happening due to other DNFs and disqualifications. So we've had confirmation that the session will end on lap 17. So that is when the race will end there. And you will get the position you are in. So we'll see if any drivers decide to push a lot further. So Bombers still trying to chase down Pingu Penguin, but don't seem like he's going to be able to. Phantom also trying to chase down that Red Bull ahead, as he is within a second, but he's going to have to be within a second in that DRS detection point, and it does look like he is. He's activated his DRS. He's not going to be close enough, but if he can keep within that detection zone as he's coming into sector 1 again. Runs a little bit wide there, manages to keep it under control. As that's DRS again, and he's not going to be able to catch him again, it doesn't look like. Red Bull managing just to keep a good enough gap away. As Spliff Angel is also trying to catch up to that McLaren, try and get P5 before the end of this race. Oh, runs a bit wide there, the Alfa Romeo, but he's still right on the back of that Red Bull as he goes onto the grass. Almost goes into the wall there, manages to only just catch it. As Spliff Angel still hunting down the McLaren ahead of Chris. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to catch him here. He's going to be 0.5 behind when he gets to the turn. So he's going to have to keep this pace up to get the move done into the next DRS detection zone. Oh, and here he comes. Looks down the inside. Chris does give him the space, but he backs out. He's going to wait another lap. As Danzo is just pulling away from Phantom now. He's going to have DRS now, the Renault. Renault really trying to push to catch up, but he's got no battery left. But neither does the McLaren, so it's just going to be pure racing through this next section of track. Takes it a bit wide there, but he does get a good slingshot. He's right on the back of the McLaren, gets a bit of dirty air. He activates overtake once again. DRS enabled. He's going to be too far back once again. We are going to stay with that, as that is the only battle on track at the moment. Very eventful first race thanks to CodeMasters once again. When will they fix the game? We'll never know, but this Renault is still right on the back of that McLaren. McLaren's still trying to pull away really desperately, but he's just not managing to get without a second of Spliff Angel behind. But he manages to keep him back on the straights, as that is his overtake depleted. Really good slingshot as usual. He's always on the back of the McLaren through here, but loses a bit of time due to the dirty air. But the McLaren takes it really wide there. This is going to be a good opportunity for Angel. But no overtake once again. He looks down the inside, goes for a lunge. The McLaren pulls out and gives him the space. Good clean racing, but I've only just realised that McLaren is missing an end plate. As Phantom is off track and he's going to be under threat by bombers. He comes onto the track really closer, so he's got 2 more laps to try and get that position back, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. His tyres are in a really bad state, and before long Spliff and Chris will both be behind him. It looks like Dr. Danzo has this race done and dusted. As that is Phantom retiring from the session. Looks like he did go into the pit wall there, and that's a virtual safety. That's going to keep Danzo's position for a bit longer now. So this is some rain starting to fall now. So that's a drive-through penalty for Spliff Angel, which is going to put him into the pit lane. Right, so this is the final lap, and it looks like Danzo has got this win. It looks like it's going to be an easy P1 at the moment. So Danzo is going to cross the line and get P1. So that is the win for Danzo right there. As Penguin comes across the line for P2. Bombers is going to take home a respectable P3, a podium position for him. Really good drive by him, as Chris Watson will take home P4, it looks like. As that's Mitchell off track. And Spliff into the barrier. Can Blackjack get past him here? But the rain is really starting to pick up. It's going to be really close, as Spliff is really struggling to get back to the track and has spun around once again. Crispy is going to take home P5. And Blackjack takes home P6, it looks like. Yep, Spliff is still spinning around in the dirt there. So that is the end of the race. Let me just check. Yep, that is confirmation. That is the end of the race. Soon as Spliff Angel crosses the line here, or goes into the pits, whichever comes first. And there he goes into the pit lane. So that is the end of SRL Division 1, Division 3, sorry, Round 1. It could have been a lot better if everyone who were meant to attend actually attended, and Codemasters could fix their game. So hopefully by next week we'll have a working F1 game and everyone will attend if they're meant to attend. So that is all for now. Take care, and I'll hopefully see you all next week.